everyone's online class. Today we are going to see the lesson force. Let us get into the lesson.
Force. In our daily life, we do different actions such as pulling, pushing, twisting, and turning. By doing these actions, we move or change the shape of an object. Change in position of an object is called movement. Now let us see what is motion. When an object or a thing moves from one place to another, it is said to be in motion. By understanding these, let us move to our lesson force. What is force? Force is an push or a pull on an object which makes it move, changes its shape, or stop it from moving. Force can lift or drop an object. Without force, we can't move any objects. That is, force involves an interaction between two or more objects. Push. What is push? When a force is applied in the direction of an object, it is called push. Now, let us see what is pull. When a force is applied in the direction opposite to the direction of an object, it is called pull. Effects of forces. Energy is needed to apply force. Force help us to do the following things. Force can change the direction. Force can change the speed. Force can stop a moving object. Force can change the shape. Now let us see them in brief. Force changes direction. Here in the picture, a boy hits the shuttlecock and it reaches the other boy. He hits it again with the racket to move it to the opposite direction. Force changes motion. The cycle moves forward because force is applied on the cycle by pedaling. When we stop pedaling, the force is removed and the cycle stops and comes to rest. Force can change the speed. Force can change the speed of a body which is already in motion by providing more force on it. Ram and his brother are playing with a toy car. Ram tries to move the toy car and his brother stopped it from the opposite direction to slow down the toy car. Thus, force changed the speed of an object. Force can stop a moving object. An object stops moving when we apply force in the opposite direction. Have you played football game? How will you stop the ball? The goalkeeper applies force and stops the ball. Force can change the shape. When an inflated balloon or water balloon is pressed, some force is applied on both sides of the balloon. Thus, it changes its shape, while Squeezing a plastic water bottle, force is applied on all sides of the bottle. Thus, the shape and size of the bottle is changed. Our next heading is types of force. Contact force. When a force is applied by touching the object, it is called contact force. Example, lighting a matchstick. Non-contact force. When a force is applied without touching an object, it is called non-contact force. Example, vacuum cleaner, magnet. Contact force is classified into three: muscular force, mechanical force, frictional force. Muscular force. The force applied by using the part of our body is called muscular force. Mechanical force. The force applied by a machine is called mechanical force. Frictional force. When we roll down a ball on grass ground, it slows down and finally stops. We know that an object cannot stop without force. The force that stopped the ball is frictional force. Force exerted by a surface when an object moves over it is called frictional force. Now let us move on to the non-contact force. Non-contact force is classified into two: gravitational force, magnetic force. Gravitational force. The earth pulls all the objects towards itself. The force applied by the earth to pull objects towards itself is called gravitational force. Magnetic force. A magnet is a material that attracts things made of iron. The force that attracts things is called magnetic force. As our lesson came to an end, let us study about friction. What is friction? Friction is a force actions between two surfaces in contact or when they slide over one another. So, my dear children, I think you might have understood this lesson. Let us meet in the next lesson. Thank you.